Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, welcome back to Brandle Books. I once again have a book haul. When do I not? It is Book Outlet. You can't see Book Outlet. Knocked my table over. I've already pulled my strip that once more came in pieces. One day I'll figure it out. So now it's just time to tear the sides. Heaven forbid if, like, you're fucking have difficulties, and then Book Outlet goes and sends you this fucking box that you have to have, like, fucking brute strength to rip into. Alright. Let's go. Just dive right in, right? Okay. Holy shit, that's a big book. I did not realize this book was that fucking big. Oh my god. Okay. Did I get it, like, large? Oh my god, it's not even large print. It's really, really small. Okay. The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois. This is massive. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. I did not expect that book to be, like, that is, like, the size of like Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm sorry. I'm stuck on this. How many pages is this? How many pages is this? 797. That's archive stuff. That's maybe not the actual book. So where does the actual story start? And who knows? Oh my god. It's... I'm sorry, that really threw me off. Okay. Moving on. Big old Target sticker. 7 Days in June, Tia Williams. And a Reese's Book Club that will not come off. I do not mind it, but I do mind it. It's fine. I'll figure it out. At least the Target one comes off. Does Target do, like... I know from Indigo, I have, like, special Indigo editions where it's got, like, something extra that only the book that, when it's bought at Indigo, has. Is that a thing that, like, Target does, or, like, other booksellers in the US? If it is, let me know. I'm very curious. Indigo is pretty much who we have in Canada. And, like, your Walmart. You know? So, if that's a thing, let me know. Because I've had, like, ones with extra chapters that are Indigo only, and I'm like, what, everyone else just loses out on that chapter? That's shitty. That's shitty for them. It's shitty to do to them. We shouldn't have to buy 3 different copies of the book just to get the full story. If we're buying 3 copies of a book, it should be because we love that fucking book. That's right. I said what I said. Alright, continuing on. It's another Reese one. It was not my intention to buy a bunch of Reese books, but maybe that's what we ended up with. Okay, LA Weather, Maria Amparo Escandon? I'll speak Spanish. Honestly, this is another book that, like, I don't really remember reading about what it was the first time. I just remember going, I want to read that, and then it just kind of, like, filters in and out of book carts for me from time to time until I finally actually buy it. Where'd this one come from? I don't know, it's just numbers. Oh, a tiny rip. That's alright. I can fix that. Alright. Romeo and or Juliet by Ryan North. So, as you can see here, a choosable path adventure. This is Romeo and Juliet, choose your own adventure book for adults. And I am psyched. I say for adults, maybe... No, it's definitely for adults because they were like, make your way through a cringy sex scene. And I was like, in. It's so weird when I'm like, yeah, that. So Romeo and or Juliet. Does that mean I can be buying the book? That'd be awesome. Alright. More Reese. Something in the Water. Catherine Stedman. Once more. I don't know what this is about. It's just one of those ones that's been on my radar for so long. I feel like there's things that I see people talking about so much online that I maybe don't ever actually get, like, a synopsis of it, I just go, okay, I gotta buy that. The fucking peer pressure is real and it works. Why does it say advanced praise? I'm holding the book. Okay. Alice Feeney, Rock, Paper, Scissors. Once more, same thing. Do I know what it's about? Something, I think this is like a domestic thriller, right? Yeah. Perfectly fine. Yes, there we go. That's about a third of the box. Frog Music, Emma Donoghue, author of Room. I have never read one of her books. I own at least 3 of them. I feel like that's a common thread with me. That shouldn't be a common thread, should it? Okay, I'm probably gonna have to... What can you see? I'm gonna make some space in advance for all these books, because I know this is gonna go poorly. The Truth About White Lies. I remember this being summed up as, like, a girl realizes her white privilege and, like, how white supremacy is helpful to her or something like that. And I went, it's got a pretty cover. That sounds like an interesting read, perhaps. It's Olivia A. Cole. I don't know who that is. But I went, yeah. This is the nice thing about Book Outlet. Because they are such cheaper books, you kind of feel like, I'll give that a chance that you might not otherwise if you were paying, $25 fucking dollars for a fucking paperback at, like, a big shop. Yeah. What the Woods Keep. Katia de Becerra? This looks spooky. Spooky atmospheres and moral ambiguity complement the blend of science and myth to create a thoughtful and compelling horror fantasy. I don't read horror. Why did I pick this up? Was it kind of like not horror? And that's why I was like, yeah, I can pick that up. Like, if I pick up a horror book, it's not really horror. Dark fantasy, mystery, and science fiction combined. I don't read science fiction either. What the fuck did I do? What is this book? And science fiction combined in this twisty story that will keep you mesmerized up to the final page. I don't read fantasy, horror, or science fiction. I don't know what compelled me to buy this other than maybe the woods. The fact that it's the woods. I like the woods. Is this going to make me hate the woods? Oh! I almost took that cover right off. Okay. I know what I saw. This cover is ripped. Look at that. Just like ripped right off. Modern day encounters with monsters of new urban legend and ancient lore? I don't know how to fix this cover. I'm used to fixing covers, and it doesn't bother me that much. But, like, that's a whole corner of the cover. Okay. It's fine. Read dangerously. Read dangerously. The subversive power of literature in troubled times. And boy, these times are troubled. I just read a post that, like, a librarian was in favor of banning books, and I went, fuck you, why the fuck are you a librarian? Alright. Moving on. The Last Dress from Paris, Jade Beer. I'm a sucker for historical fiction with, like, a fancy dress on the cover. It's really all you need to draw me in. Oh my god, when was the last time I even read historical fiction? When was the last time I fucking read anything? Alright, moving on. Woo! The Girls Who Went Away. The hidden history of women who surrendered children for adoption in the decades before Roe v. Wade. Oh, look. How timely. And Lucy Foley, The Book of Lost and Found. Is this the third or fourth book I own by her that I have not read? Yes. Yes, it is. It's fine. We already know I do that, right? There we are, done and done. Oh, I'm blocking out. A nice little 2-shelf haul this time. You know, as I often say where these are. You know, this one is a Book Outlet haul, but I am not sponsored by Book Outlet in any way. This is literally just me enjoying the fact that they're 1, close to me, and 2, cheap. And that I almost always get free shipping because it's not that hard to get to $50 when you're looking at books. Am I right? All right. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you right next time.